me with gooey swim.
Giggle!
7 bears jumped in with a splash. Bubbles flew from every dash. They scrubbed their paws and washed their toes, laughed and played as water flows. 1 bear sneezed and bubbles flew. Another slid at a bubbly blast. At last they dried, the fun would last. 1 bear sneezed and bubbles flew. Another slid and giggled too. They stacked the bubbles tall and round, then tumbled in with a bubbly sound. Rubber duckies floated past. The little bears had a bubbly blast. At last
Look
they
at my
dried, the
selfie
fun
foot.
would last. Seven bears jumped in with a splash. Bubbles flew from every
Child
dash.
cheers.
They scrubbed their paws and washed their toes,
Child
laughed and
giggling
played as water
and
flows.
clapping.
1 bear sneezed and bubbles flew. Another slid at a bubbly blast. At last they dried, the fun would last.
Giggle.
1 bear sneezed and bubbles flew. Another slid and giggled too. They stacked the bubbles tall and round, then tumbled in with a bubbly sound. Rubber duckies floated past. The little bears had a bubbly blast. At last they dried, the fun would last. The elephant spotted a frozen treat. Ice cream cones were cool and sweet. It wrapped its trunk and took the lick, then grabbed a scoop of chocolate thick. It danced in circles, happy and round. Ice cream dripped down to the ground. Strawberry, vanilla, and a swirl. The elephant laughed and gave a twirl. It shared with friends, big and small. They licked and giggled, having a ball. Ice cream day was a burst of all. The elephant laughed and gave a twirl. It shared with friends, big and small. They licked and giggled, having a ball. Ice cream day was a burst of all. The elephant laughed and gave a twirl.
The penguin slid upon the ice and twirled around so very nice. His lip was slapped with perfect bead. He hopped and glided on his feet. Snowflakes fell upon his head, but he just danced instead of dread. He spun around and did a bow. The seals all cheered and said, "Wow!" Yes, he slid again and jumped so high. A perfect pirouette through the sky. The penguin danced her skylarks went by.
Tomato twirl in the morning light. It jumped on plates, it skipped on bread. Ketchup heated overhead. Pickles pirouetted in the